Hi everyone, Andy Davis here again from Master of Voice, a channel with reactions to performers from across the world. In this episode, another reaction to Jessie J as we continue on back in 2018 when she was on the singer competition. Of course, she wound up eventually winning that season, and I'm excited to continue on as this was one of the most requested performances from that season by you all on the channel. This is Purple Rain, and I am excited to hear it today. Let's jump right in. She's beautiful as always.
Meant to cause you any sorrow.
Wow.
I never meant to cause you any pain. I only wanted one time to see you laughing, yeah. Only wanted to see you laughing in the purple rain, purple rain.
Wow, Jessie J. I have continued to be so impressed with her, especially throughout these performances, mainly of covers that she did on The Singer back in 2018. I mean, super impressed with her singing abilities. Her abilities to make these songs a bit of her own, but also pay homage to the originals in many cases. Already, I'm so impressed by this. I really enjoy that she started in sort of just medium volume singing, a bit of conversational tone at times in the upper part of her chest voice, but then down in the lower ends, especially at the ends of some of the phrases, down into her lower chest voice range, she lets the vowel migrate back, just a darker quality there, so full and resonant. Wow.
Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Only wanted to see you bathing in the purple rain. I never wanted to be
Wow! Oh.
I only wanted to be some kind of friend, baby. Yeah.
Wow. I love this show. I miss this show. I'm going to have more of the current season very soon. There was a bit of copyright issues. Hunan TV was not happy with me for a while, so I backed off of them for a bit. But I'm excited to jump back in with some of these older episodes and then get caught up with the most recent season. Some great performers on that season, but you saw KZ backstage here. I love to see these other performers backstage. We're getting their reaction, if you will. I also love that Jessie J during this section has really allowed her vowels to migrate around just a bit, doing some different things there, giving us some different timbres. Of course, some of them very signature to what Prince would have done. You know, recently was the anniversary of his passing, and I was a huge Prince fan. I grew up listening to Prince. I don't sing a lot like Prince, so it wasn't necessarily something that, you know, was a vocal mentor to me, but as a musician and he was genius at writing songs and performing and singing. And even though I perform in a different style, I was a huge fan of his. He meant a lot to me growing up in the 80s, and his music got me through a lot of awkward years as a youngster and as a preteen. And, just nostalgia when I hear this song. And Jessie J is doing it so well.
Baby, I could never steal you from another.
Nice lower notes.
Only wanted to see you underneath purple rain. Honey, I know times are changing.
Wow. A great riff there. She's such a great performer.
It's time we reach out for something new. That means you too. You say you wanna lead, but you can't seem to make up your mind. I think I better close, better guide you to the purple rain, purple rain, purple rain.
Wow. And I love seeing these other performers get into Purple Rain so much. They know the lyrics, and to me, that touches me. I know that Prince was an international superstar, but you know, this song has such nostalgia in it for me, and I see that also happening to these other performers, and it just gets me, you know. These entertainers, especially those that have left us too soon, if you will, even though Prince lived a pretty full life, he was still young, and the world misses his caliber of musicianship, of genius, of musical genius. And Jessie J is paying such tribute to him in such an excellent way, and in really only a way that Jessie J could perform this song. I loved when she ascended through that line there into her upper chest voice, held that note out there, such great and stellar breath control. She is just a phenomenal talent in her own right, a superstar. Wow! Look at her. Oh my God. I didn't want to interrupt his guitar solo. Prince was so well known for just excellent guitar solos. Jessie J is performing with such emotion here throughout her entire body. And of course with this stellar band, an excellent guitarist here with her. But that section just really got me. I mean, this is so well done. And just what I needed, you know, after knowing that it had been the anniversary of Prince's passing, was listening to some of his music, and I knew that I must go back and hear this cover by Jessie J from a couple of years ago. It is truly touching me today. Wow. Great head voice. Wah wah. Exactly.
Purple rain, purple rain. Jaika, jashoga.
Oh, wow.
水生命中光辉随你同行过。
Wow.
谢谢。
Wow. That was so impressive. I didn't even think I was going to need tissue for this song, but I knew there was a reason. So many of you had requested it over and over and been patient with me through this. I love that she ended in Chinese there. You all can correct me if there was a specific dialect of Chinese she ended there, maybe Mandarin, but that was so well done by Jessie J. Such an excellent tribute to Prince. So well done by superstar talent Jessie J. Doesn't shock me at all that I know she won this season. And I'm super impressed with this. Thank you all for being patient with me. We're back to some performances from the singer now. You know I'm a big fan of this show. I'm also a big fan of Jessie J and Prince, and this was just what I needed to hear today. It's just so well done and so impressive. I hope you all enjoyed this reaction as much as I did. If you did, please click like and hit subscribe. Click the bell so you know when I'm releasing new content. And I've left links to my social media down below if you'd like to join me there. Support me on my Ko-fi page if you're able to. Otherwise, I just appreciate the support you all have given me so far. And thank you so very much. Have a great day.